Yeah, it's once I end it, it actually like shows it. Hmm. Oh well, I'll just make it private afterwards. That's me being lazy. Alright, there's that. And Arma. That's me being lazy. Alright, there's that. And Arma.
I like the buddy tag he gave me.
Hmm? Oh no, that's actually my serious tag. You should see what
Uh,
Lava's is. Lava's been... Well, I've said Lava for a long time. I think Whiskers is still the greatest CSM of CSMs. But yeah, so we got the aircraft carrier. It'll catch up. I'm probably going to put anti-air turrets somewhere on it, just because I know what's going to happen later. There's going to be enemy air. But yeah, you got A-10s and Raptors, a bunch of helos, and that's just off the shore where the military base is. That's just, ignore that little green guy. AC-130J, more choppers, more Raptors, little boys, 4 squads. I did go through and dress them uniquely. So your squad leader has a little more shit and a grenade launcher. Your team leaders just have the carry-all. They can modify their weapons later, like when they spawn in, but it's generally the same uniform type with minor alterations per class.
yeah, as it should.
So you got your breacher, which has the shotgun, only shotgun. There's 2 CLSs. It's your medics. One on each team. Your engineer and your AT, that's all one team. Then you got your team leader, your machine gunner assistant, so your ammo bearer, your sniper slash RTO, and then the combat medic for team. Now the way I named it, so it's like Alpha 1 squad lead, then Alpha 1 Alpha team lead. So it actually says A TAC, whatever they're supposed to be, so they know what team they're on.
It's cool. Very cool.
That way they aren't stupid. Yeah, then there's 4 of them. There's Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Bravo 1, Bravo 2. Can add more as needed. I still need to make the pilots. So there's going to be some Army pilots. And then some Navy pilots. But the map has already been drawn out. Oh, no, that doesn't take that away. So you've got this area over here, which we don't actually know what's going on. That's why it's yellow. This is all the independent zone. This is all the OPFOR zone. Except for this little area over here is also independent. That's the independent trying to snake back into this island. I know whatever team OPFOR is, I think it's Russia. Yes. No, maybe. Took this island. Just to say, yes, I want to establish a base in the middle of whatever ocean this is. So when they came through, they basically pushed all the civilians out, sent them off to these islands. Syndicate got pissed off, formed up, started collecting weapons, and are now trying to push back in. So we're going into a battle between 2 sides already. Besides that, I really don't know what the mission's going to be.
Alrighty, so we'll go for a classic old proxy war scenario, I would say. So you could change it to where, So okay, so the Russians and the Syndicate are clashing, right?
Yes.
So take out the main Russian things, make the Russians like a Spetsnaz group, and replace the Russians with the nationalist group. Whatever that faction. There's like a defense force.
I
Know
have
which one? Know what faction I'm
all of
talking
the
about?
FIA.
No. I don't. No. It's RHS, right?
Yes.
Which RHS are you using? You got all of them? You throw up the blue for?
SAF, GREF, and USAF.
Yeah, throw up the blue for. Blue for gas. You're straight. Stream's lagging.
Yeah, it's about 20-second max delay.
Oh no, so you don't have all the RHSs on.
No, there's one RHS I do not have on,
Get it.
but I can put it on.
I recommend completely. And then kind of change it to a proxy war scenario, I would say. To where the syndicate Rhs is up against, like, so it's like, you know, the people of Tanoa rising up against the government
leader,
that
the government.
is the government that a Russian-backed government. So we kind of come in as like a, you know, as a United States-backed government.
So like the Vietnam War.
Exactly, proxy war.
RHS. INP. Yeah, I do not have GREF. I have the other ones. Alright, so that's...
I actually think GRF is one of the better ones. Fucking sorry,
I have USAF, AFRF, SAF, and now I have GREF. Okay. Play. I was so happy. I logged into this account on my laptop and this picture automatically loaded up my background. I was so happy because it's one of the best airborne pictures I've got. Oh, it made me very happy to know that I was taking airborne with me.
Right. That's cool. When I reformatted my computer the one time, my desktop also just remained as the airborne one. I was really happy to see it.
Oh, I got a lot of snacks in the freezer. Hold on. Do I want cookies, granola bars, Rice Krispie treats, or more cookies? Cookies it is. Wish these were grasshoppers. But fudge stripes work. Arma's loading up. Hi. There we go. Yeah, because, well, in independent, I have nationalist group. And then there's the Czech DKZ.
So yeah, the Horizon Island Defense Force. He's got like turn them Op 4 or something.
Mm,
Or they could be the Blue 4 guys.
mm.
They have more Blue 4 equipment, obviously, goddamn.
Trying to figure out. I mean, let me think. Let me think. Let me think. I don't know how to switch that mix up to Zeus.
So put down a group of them. So you pretty much have to assign them to a red 4 dude, and that changes them to a red 4.
Oh, so that, okay. Give me a second. So which teams? So the Horizon Island Defense Force, are we assisting them or killing them?
So I would say...
And then the Nationalists are here.
Okay, yeah, so it's they would be helping the Horizon because they literally, because we're on the island, so you call this like the Horizon Islands. You don't have to call it Sonoan.
Alright.
And then the story can literally be that the Russians backed a separatist movement, so you could like use one of the other factions, and they overthrew the government. And in desperate plead, the islands reached out to the United States, which armed them to the teeth essentially, because they do have like HK-416s and shit, and they have Humvees and the M113s and all this stuff. They pretty much use American equipment, and to fight back the Russian or the separatist movement. You can literally call them separatists.
I also kind of want to do a Red Dawn thingy, but that would have to actually, like, that would take too much time.
Actually, no. What you do there, if you want to do a Red Dawn thing, is that the airborne guys, whatever the Americans that were playing as, come into this area. And
No, I was thinking, like, we're civilians.
Oh,
That,
okay.
yeah, that kind of Red Dawn. We're actually the civilians where the Russians fly now. That's what I was
well,
thinking.
you could do it like off-duty people all around the city, and you have to like scramble back to the base, get armed up, and then by the time you're running into fucking Russians landing down in front of you, you don't even have a pistol on you.
Yeah.
You find a dead cot that you put like dead police officers around, so you have to like grab. That's like the only. That's their first thing, is that they have to find a cop and regroup and hopefully survive together.
Probably, I know I could put down like items, separate items, and so like in different houses with gun lockers, gun stores,
There
stuff
you
like
go,
that.
exactly. Yeah.
But that would require role players being able to actually access
Well,
that type of stuff.
I would
And
say
that's where
not
it'd be
even
more of
just
a
chaos.
unit event. But
Yeah.
I need to
That's
be
fair. That's fair.
I
Yeah, it
need
would
to
take a
be
lot
lazy.
of it would take a lot of coordination.
So nationalists and Op 4 are friends.
So wait.
Because Horizon is Blue 4.
Yeah. So which what are you gonna use for the? What do they look like?
Horizon Island defense force is the ones that are the defense force. That's these guys.
Yes, they're. Yeah, because think of it like a Japan situation where these islands were granted to have a military, but in the same way that Japan is, to where it was so limited that they weren't able to like actively wage war. That was so easy for Russia to come in and then try and just arm these separatist groups and take over.
So then we have the nationalist troops, which are the government basically. Those are the actual like government made out of the civilians and military gear, which would be the nationalist troops.
They actually have they actually have militia. That's fucking cool. They have militia and
militia
troops.
and paramilitary trucks,
Yeah,
turrets. And then Op4 we can use whatever Russian.
Exactly. You can make it like a Spetsnaz or VDV or whatever the fuck.
I'm just gonna make it Russian army that VTOL'd in here. I need to learn this though, because I don't really know what each one of these mean. I just know each one's like a specialized. Ooh, helicopter. That's what I was looking for.
Well, some of them are like I believe like RVA. That's like the actual Air Force. Nope, I was wrong. Nope, no, that's looks like artillery. Like that's probably Russian something artillery.
What?
VDV is the airborne. That's that's very well known. You should know that hopefully.
I don't pay attention to Russia.
Oh goddamn, dude.
That's not my job.
See, and these guys are probably just regular army, regular troops.
Oh, so WS seems to be the Air Force. Oh my goodness, helicopters galore. Where do I find VTOLs though?
They wouldn't have VTOLs.
Yes, they would.
Russia doesn't have any VTOL aircraft, do they?
Yes, they do. But these are big bombers. I'm going to use bombers on you all. Yes. I've been practicing flying with the Hyena bomber to use those against you.
Good.
Give you a new dynamic. Give the pilots a new. I did fly a HMP around for like 20 minutes, dodging scuba and charmer. It was quite fun. MSB. It seems to be a specific type of ground infantry. Light, for the most part. Russians took over this place because this is a very important officer
It's
armored. There we go.
It's technically even it's real life, like.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. We're on this island. What would I want first? Communications, air superiority, and port access that is away from the enemy, so I can have a constant flow of resources. So they would have probably started at the Blue Pearl Industrial Port, and then shifted in this way, which would have taken this airfield, and then got to the comms arrays, both comms Bravo and then to comms Alpha. Prisoners would be kept down here, in like prison, unless there's the little, oh wait, there's the Red Sea. This is where POWs. Yeah, but that's a ways away. I also have to make sure I watch out because, yeah, there's only allowed 280 groups. $288, sorry. Turrets. Turrets.
Charmer just posted in the chat.
Oh, well, I can't see chat at the moment, and he knows that. Because I don't pay attention to chat. But he posted, so now I have to go pay attention. Won't make the same mistake twice, CK. What mistake? Oh, me flying around in an HMP for 20 minutes and he trying to shoot me and then crashes. That mistake. Got it. Machine gunner. Officer would probably be in here. See, I'm a very, very, very sadistic let's put a giant machine gun here. Now, which one's an actual, like, anti-infantry machine gun? Is this one it? That is not it. Is this one it? That looks more accurate. Why do they all have to be short person ones? Can't you make me a... Oh, here we go. And this one would definitely be there. Hi. Anti-air, anti-air. What's an MRAP? Oh, it's those things. Probably a couple of these parked around here. Ooh. Ooh, that's an anti-air gun. Put one of those there.
Didn't they actually just like a big ARM update about radar and shit like that? Isn't that now a thing?
I don't know.
Go
Okay.
to CSAT. Go to CSAT. And look for the radar stuff. Cause you can probably actually set up like a fucking straight up SAM site.
Mr. Tigris. Oh, wait a minute. I know what you're talking about. The Cronus radar.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's legit. It's a little radar that detects super far thingies. Oh.
There you go.
Great! Now we made it harder for the pilots.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
And make
Good
it
thing
green.
Angel's
So that...
flying too.
What? Oh shit.
You forgot?
I'm actually kind of glad I've been practicing flying the Black Hawk then.
You forgot. That's awesome.
I thought it was just gonna be flying around with you guys, like.
Nope. You're going to be flying. Artillery. Let's see, what do we got? Mortars, anti-tank, anti-tank. I don't want that. Artillery. What the fuck? Are these... my babies! We're still using those later. Yay. What is this? Ooh, this is what I was actually looking for. Alright, tanks. Do I want to put a tank up here? Do I? Not really. A tank getting up here would be difficult. We'll stick with a few more IFEs. This one's actually loaded. I should totally go and try to find like the tank trenches. A little lazy.
You could manually make them if you're feeling lazy.
That's even more work, Angel. What are you saying? I could, totally. But I'll probably do that later. Like, I'll probably install Arma to my computer just so I can work on stuff like this. That's about all I'm gonna do.
That's all you can be able to handle.
No, it
No,
actually
Arma,
handled quite a bit.
Yeah, Arma's pretty good. You can lower it down.
What is this thing? The Jigget. Is Is that an anti-air? Because if it's anti-air, I'm so using that thing.
Oh
wait, the
this
zoo
seem to
is
catch
anti-air.
up.
This is anti-air. We'll use this.
The Jigget? Dig it? Yeah, that's anti-air. Oh, actually, that's looks like 2 Iglas.
I just know it kills people fast and kills planes just as fast.
Oh, okay, the ZU-23, obviously. Gotta get that, like, into some, like, infantry killing positions, too.
Now, normally, I'd actually, like, sit here and make them have pathing, but I kind of just want an outline. And I kind of
Yeah,
went
honestly,
in that one.
honestly, you should have more Russian equipment, and then, like, have nationalist troops, and then, like, more, like, Russian advisory kind of people. So, less Russians, more of them, you know?
Dude. Cargo, heavy. I think this is the transport. That is a lot of missiles. That is not a transport. This one. That's a transport. Transport chopper. Doo -doo. Oh. 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 Transport choppers. Alright, nationalists. Infantry. We don't have pilots. Still don't have pilots. Well, they don't even have. Okay, yeah, so. Crew.
And you know, there was a lot of speculation that during the Vietnam War, in the the Russian MiGs, there were actually maybe Russian pilots, but nobody knows for sure. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I don't pay attention to Russia. What do you mean?
It's Vietnam War. Goddamn.
I don't pay attention to Russians. What do you mean? Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Sure.
These are priorities. Alright, so those are taken. This airfield. This airfield's going to be a huge checkpoint. Specifically for the Russians more than for anything. This is a good way for them to get. Place down some ZUs, and then we'll actually go and get some anti-air. What would anti-air be under? Fuel trucks. Murals. The zoo. Bad vehicle type. Good job. No, I want the actual, like, Tigers. Or Tigers. That's CSAT anti-air. It's legit anti-air. Where do I find that? Russians?
So go to. It'd be under IFE probably, or armor, or I don't know.
Alright, so. Ooh, wait.
Go. So in RVA.
RVA.
Artillery.
Those are all missiles.
Oh.
But I found one in.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's like some old shit. You need like a Tunguska.
What's that? And where do I find it? These things shot Whiskers down just the same as they shot me down and Fry down.
So yeah, the Tunguska has like 2 of those guns and missiles.
I do want to make it a little possible. Oh, and Charmer says you could be his crew chief. No planes on the nationalist side. Good job. However, I know Russian WS has plenty of planes. No. Gray. Planes. MiGs,
Yeah.
SUs. What are we going to use?
Probably I would go with the MiGs. Depends, you know, if you want to make it like a world where Russia don't give a fuck, or if Russia's like,
Russia needs
Kinda
this as a stepping stone throughout the Pacific, or wherever this island is.
Mediterranean.
Cough, cough. Pearl Harbor. Cough, cough. I don't know where this is at. I don't care. I just know
Mediterranean.
I'm going to kill you all, and I will enjoy every single minute of it. So, yes, that. Put some choppers over here. My only worry is that these things will all take off like right after I start. That's the only issue that could possibly be a thing, where all these planes just start randomly taking off.
That you should not.
Hopefully, because they are ballistic. They shouldn't. However,
You could just take all the fuel away. And then when you need
but
them, give them
then
fuel.
I have to put all the fuel in when I'm starting it, and that's a very big pain. Especially when your pilots are too good and go and bomb it beforehand.
That's like the whole point, yeah.
Establish the template for a roadblock. This industrial port is what will be. Now, are there any other carriers? Or is it just the USS Freedom? It's just the USS Freedom. So. Oh, what's the submarine called? Where is that? Things?
I have no idea. Definitely submarine.
Objects. Nah, submarine doesn't do it. I have to actually go into Zeus to find it. Fuck! Because I was going to make like a Russian sub out here. Just sitting.
There's one in there, I know it.
Yeah. Aircraft carrier, destroyer, the HMS Proteus. There we go. It's under static ships. Which is under structures Altus. That is not a destroyer. At least not a USS destroyer. That is a badly textured piece of shit, is what that is. Alright.
Yeah, so what? That's not a destroyer. That's a cruiser, right? Or
Actually, it's the actual USS Freedom and USS Liberty are.
oh my god.
They're not destroyers. It starts with an
Capital.
L.
It starts with an L?
Yeah, you're on.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Like, is the Leviathan an actual
No,
thing?
no.
What was it to say? Like, what?
Because we only have two, and they replace LCS, Freedom class, literal combat ships. It's a literal combat ship. Because the USS Freedom LCS-1 is the lead ship of the Freedom class of literal combat ships. She is the third vessel of the United States Navy to be so named for the concept of freedom. Yeah, it's a literal. This is like, I can't remember, but it's like our destroyer that doesn't actually go out. I don't know. I don't know the exact statistics. I just know that it's not like. It's not a destroyer. That's all I can really say.
It's probably like I don't know. It's weird that they call it its own thing. Like a heavy cruiser or a light cruiser.
Actually, yeah, it's what replaced the cruisers.
Fair enough. Yeah.
The cruisers were all decommissioned, and this is what replaced it. Now I need turrets that'll actually fit here. Really good looking turrets. Where can I find good looking turrets? Oh, I found the ZSUs for Russia. Sligit and VP whatever. But no, I need turrets that'll actually look
Oh.
decent.
I think that's how Russia would do this. Put a tank on a ship, call it running. You can probably do the same thing with units. Just take the actual anti-air pieces and just turn them on for 'em.
Ooh, that's true. I could do that. But I was looking for like an actual main cannon gun. Oh, that's what.
Oh yeah, D30. Fucking just riddle the thing with D30s. It's the artillery cannons, literally, just all over it.
Ooh, that's a big enough gun. No, it was under this one, this one. No, those are missiles.
D30, sorry, not
Oh, the
D30.
RVA is the heavy artillery. I thought that said diver. I was like, wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Here we go.
I think that can shoot nukes. I think they actually added that. Shoots a thermal barrack round or something like that.
Good. Now let me actually put the missile launcher on. Which one was that? This one. This ship is a little too powerful. I do great at killing you guys. Tomorrow's going to be so much fun. Charmer, who's my pilots for tomorrow? Where did I put my phone so I can read your comments? Snarky, snarky pilot. I love how he was down there doing something like actually important, and now he's just watching this for no reason. Oh, I have 3 people watching. What?
Great. Are you watching it?
It doesn't count me. That's the thing. That's what's weird. I have Charmer and Angel, and I don't know who else. But
Oh, you could have it like in a different tab or something. Just
so
saying.
Charmer's going to multitask and be our pilot tomorrow. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. I don't know what exactly, like, I think this is more of a Zeus objective. Fill it full of Zeus, because I don't want to put too much down right now. I don't even know where we're going to start at. Where would you start?
I think where you have it, it's okay. Oh, like, wait, for Red 4?
For Blue 4, where we're going to move in to assist.
You could...
Just so I know where to start putting units towards the main objectives.
Like, well, like you said, like, communication. Like, what did they want from the island? They wanted the communication, they wanted access to port.
So then so starting over in this little island area where we have everything, where would you move to start moving into this island to assist?
Are we doing direct action? Like, is the U.S. Army stepping in to assist, or is we assisting?
However you deem it fit. Oh, great and mighty CC.
Well, you could, if you want the... Is it going to be multiple missions?
It can be, as needed. Probably... Honestly, I'm thinking, like, just getting across to here would be one mission. The POW camp, like, each of these 3 main systems are going to be big tasks. So...
Hmm. And who's going to be just airborne participating?
Airborne, Blizzard, Razor,
And then,
more
yeah.
if needed.
Okay, cool.
So
More if needed. Very good. That's what I counted. So if you wanted to do the first one,
what objective? So this is your
a
layout. This is what
foothold.
you're given. You're starting on that dinky little island. We kind of snuck in there, took position before anybody could actually reach us. Clearly, you're not caught up yet, but clearly they came from the south or northeast, got that port, got that airfield, got the comms, established a POW camp. So they kind of taken that whole northeast island more of than anything else, and then they kind of pushed down and west. So they would have probably gone for the other airfield down there, secured the bridge to that southernmost island. They're fighting a front near the railway depot where the uh, island, whatever, is assaulting. So they'll have a lot of heavy forces concentrated down there.
Hmm.
I'll actually mark that. Oh. Red. 350 by 350. Perfect. So a heavy concentration of enemy forces would be there. So they would have definitely pushed. I can actually use this to mark this. What is this? Checkpoint. So yeah, they would have taken this city with the sugar company and then pushed down to the airport de Tanoa. So this would probably be where they have their minimum
Buddy joined your channel.
air assets. Hello, buddy, who has decided to join the channel.
Night, can you do me a favor?
While I'm on stream, can it wait?
Oh fuck yeah, never mind. I was gonna just ask, can you be my RT?
No,
Okay.
I am not an
Buddy
RT.
left your channel.
Denied. Hardcore.
Took it so well.
Oh, I almost put Nash the secondary RT. Wait, what does he need me RT for?
Hmm. Probably
It's not for
lost
tomorrow.
his.
Tomorrow I'm 60. Alright. So we know they took that. We know we came down here and they took this naval.
So wait, so we're the army, right? Just to clarify.
We're whatever you want to be.
Damn. That's not what I wanted to hear. So,
Yes, we're the army.
yeah, there we go.
Kind of a mixture of the
so
army and
we'll-
the navy, but that's because pilots.
Yeah.
I need to establish an actual HQ for them. Where did that naval thing?
So, alright, change of mind. Ah, fuck that one. I don't know. We could do it like. No, so what I'm thinking is air assault into the area, take a large portion, because if we're going to America, well, the nationalists start an assault on the southern front, like an actual push. Well, we pretty much try and draw the forces back towards us, because it's like, oh fuck, and then the Americans have just landed.
So we're going to hit a little north to pull off that forces and distract all these.
Yeah, and so allows the nationalists to actually get a good, hopefully, foothold on the island.
So so say attack Georgetown, attract everything towards Georgetown, then move north or even start at Nicollet, trying to establish a foothold, and everything would push away from all of that stuff.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say attack Georgetown just because of how close
Big it
Georgetown
is.
is to the front and how big it is. So the port at the like something like a port would be very valuable, and they'd probably move a lot of assets to do that. But if we attack too far north, then they won't have to pull troops off the front to
Let's
go.
see. There's the train station at St. Julian. Which train systems would be big here, because that's how you get across the island quickly, transporting troops. Nicollet is your next port. Seems to be mostly like civilian style, so it'd probably have maybe 1 or 2 patrols. However, that literally would put you really close to the tertiary port, the comm station, and Georgetown, as well as give you a direct line to the center of the island through the brush.
Kind of like that train idea though.
The train system here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you take the train station, that would literally cut off a lot of drop-offs, because the train system. Yeah.
I would even say that that town in the center with the sugar factory, that
Yeah.
like the train station and that sugar factory point, the
That's
train
another-
station
Yeah, if you
would be
cut
able to
off
be supported
this,
from the sea. Like we could use the American firepower. That's what I'm thinking, to defend the train station pretty easily. Like you can put we start putting a foothold in there. We can start laser targeting for guided missile strikes in Georgetown. And well, an air assault force actually can move into the sugar company, because I don't imagine. Wait, did you say that there was like I wouldn't imagine there'd be a high presence at the sugar company.
well, it
Air
is the
assault, like, almost
center of the
right in
island.
there.
That's where I was actually thinking of putting. So there's the checkpoint here. It's near the comms. It's near secondary comms. It's near the power plant. And it's near the POW camp. That's probably where they would set up HQ, honestly. Center of the island, have the most access to everything, and the best communications network would bounce.
It's fair. That's actually a really good point. It's well, even just the vital crossroads would be well defended. And depending on how the sugar factory, it looks like it's a pretty condensed area. Probably get a lot of defenses in there, so it would be a pretty heavily
Oh, trust
enveloped.
me, it's very easy to defend this thing.
Yeah,
So,
well, I'm just thinking, how
it'd be hard to
successful would an air assault? Well, the hills.
Oh, an air assault on it at night, I can guarantee you, me and Fry did that. It went okay. Just me and Fry against 3-4 squads with an enemy IFV. It went okay. It was difficult, but air assaulting like at night, dropping in on the center roofs and having that air support assist us as needed. If a 2-man team can do it, the squad itself should be able to at least take it, and then we bring in 2 more squads to help actually fortify it, and resources and stuff would be deployed, of course, brought up, so we can defend it from the forces, because this is what I was thinking, HQ area. A little building complex in the center. HQ. Like, once HQ learns, oh shit, they're right next door, they're going to flee for probably the comm station. So that's the next heaviest defended thing. But then the enemy forces will be thrown at us. So that 1 squad, 2 squads that initially assaulted because we'd want it small for stealth would be taking some rough contact from in here.
See,
Plus it's HQ, so all officers want to be defended.
That's why I'd be totally. I wouldn't do it in a small manner. I do it in a big manner, that they would be overwhelmed by the air assault.
Bomb it first.
Well, I'd bomb it during the air assault.
Yeah.
To uphold the element
But
of
also,
surprise.
like I said, that's the HQ, then Tanoka will have all the valuable officers.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, as I'm gonna put this
That's
at
up
a.
to you. Whether
I'll put
you
this
want
as
to capture it or
I'll
not.
do this from a company exactly. So from a company perspective, if I'm giving this marine, I'm gonna try and hold that area. So I would say the initial attack. There's the north to the like direct north of the actual sugar factory. It looks like the ground levels out, and then it's good cover in the high ground over the sugar factory. So if we were able to come in from the north, follow the MSR in, and try to get like 3 chalks worth of troops in, which hopefully are like an entire airborne or entire platoon essentially of troops land in, push straight to that sugar factory with like an Apache gunship or a Cobra or something, follow the troops in, and just have a shock and awe effect. Or if we do have the capability of hitting artillery, make sure to put in a recon group first. There's a clearing to the northeast or northwest, or yeah. You can land those guys in, target all the anti-air positions. We can strike it with guided missiles or artillery, and then air assault, hopefully directly into an area determined by the reconnaissance team. Because it's the beauty about a helicopter is that you can land almost anywhere.
It's your plan, Chief.
Yes. Well,
I'm not going to show you how I'm going to set everything up, because I know, like, at least this part, this area, of course these areas right here, I know exactly how I'm setting up. Everything in between, kind of I'll make it up as I go along.
Yeah.
There's going to be 2, 3, 4-man scout teams, patrol teams, wandering about everywhere. Checkpoints will be set up. Certain areas will even have people against the nationalists and Russians, and they'll be able to assist you. Like, that's another thing that, like, we got into this island because everybody on this island didn't like these guys. And so they kind of just, yeah, sure, we like you, we'll just follow you. Hey, Americans, come over here. So, yeah. And then these guys down here are allies, they're pushing up. And once those forces loosen up, they're going to know and just going to push for this airport. That's their primary target, is Georgetown and the airport. Because again, a major port and an airfield. Which then we can utilize that. But again...
Yeah, that would be, again, that'd be my goal for attacking.
You need to set what your main objective is. So your initial objective and the main objective of the overall mission. What do you want at the end of the mission to have succeeded?
God damn it.
Welcome to making a Warno. Actually, technically, this is making the op board, but... yeah. So, you choose where you're going to attack initially, or insert initially. You don't have to sit there and get one of these. You could just go straight for the center for all I care.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah, no, I think I got too in depth with it. I can agree with you there.
But
so,
overall,
with the air assault on the center, the center city with our troopers and our men, the American assault, hopefully a night assault to take this town, to hold it, to provide, and the end goal is to get nationalist troops a foothold on the mainland, we'll call it.
So,
if they can push into Georgetown, hopefully America has supplied them well enough that they have the capabilities once they break through the Russian or the nationalist area, they can push right into Georgetown and take the airport. If they can do that, then do that.
So if we attack something like Nicolette or Petite Nicolette, distract them, say, oh shit, Americans are coming, and kind of like withdraw as they push up, the nationalists will be able to get that foothold in. And if they can actually fight for that foothold, they'd be able to help with the sugar company stuff. However way.
Alright, so, okay, then then I'll actually. So with that in mind, I'll make an addendum there. So with the actual air assault, I'm gonna keep that in mind. The actual air assault on the sugar factory, sugar company. The nationalists will have to push through, push through that choke point they have, take Georgetown to link up that route so they can reinforce us in the center.
Right, so you want the nationalists to focus on Georgetown? Alright, we'll
Because
relay that.
we as the as the force here, I believe we have the superiority over. Because we have an aircraft carrier, we don't need an airfield right now. We need a way to get motion done. Need to get ways to get infantry fighting infantry so we can progress the battle.
Yep.
That'd be the in the war op board the commander's intent is to get boots on the ground. We're gonna get boots on the ground gameplay.
So, gotcha. This way. Alright, when we get actually in-game, you can make all your little drawings so that
Yeah.
all the preset stuff will be preset, and then Zeus can't really do any, which will probably be me. So, again, I'll be working on this while I'm gone. Making war notes templates, I'll get a hold of you every now and then for an update. So,
Well, fuck. And see, this is something I haven't talked a lot about in facts about. Is the preparation is almost more important than the battle itself.
oh yeah, no, you've got a whole month before I'm back. Then I'm back, and then we start planning actual, like, doing the main thing. So you'll have a month of preparation.
Fuck, we could do this tomorrow. That's part of the plan. We do this tomorrow.
I mean, if you want to
Joking.
do this
No.
tomorrow,
Absolutely not.
but I know
You're
our
back in the
FTX
swing
is going
of
to
things.
take a minute. How do I have 4 people watching this? Yeah, so we got Horizon's objective. They will push for that the best of their abilities. US objective, that really depends on how well AI fights AI, or if I get people to actually be them, how they fight. I'll probably just put Outshadow. Just Outshadow in charge of all of this. See how that works. And you'll push for US. So that was another thing I was thinking, like, player base Blue 4, player base the independent team that's assisting you.
That'd be interesting.
Even player base the enemy, one or the other, and like the enemy has to react to how you choose. You'll both make battle plans separate. You'll perform the battle plans separately, and react to each other.
Interesting.
There'll be certain rules such as you cannot straight up attack the ships.
That'd be cool because I think
they
there's
won't
actually
know-
interiors.
They won't know that this is Blue 4. They'll just know this is independent, and they're coming over here and trying to push in to take at least what they think is this, because this is super important. They go for Georgetown instead, or whatever. Like, I'm viewing it as if Op4 had their information. That island to the bottom and to the west is both yellow. Those green islands are their main target. Yeah, they'd probably be starting to... anyways, that's going too far ahead of myself.
Yeah,
Save it.
overthinking it, no worries.
I'm not overthinking, I'm planning. But I'm planning too much at this current time.
Hence overthinking. That's alright.
Constant thinker. That's why,
That's why we love you.
That's why I have a plan for a month ahead. already made just in case this happened. Hi. Good, good. Stopping the stream.